We're often asked, why are people willing to meet you on a quest? How come these companies are willing to open up and share with you and spend time with you? How come these communities and villages and people living in slums and townships are willing to welcome you in? And the answer is actually very simple. People want to meet because they do care about engaging. I think that the mission that we have is something that people all around the world, in my experience, find to be inspiring. And in different ways they want to contribute to that. So when you recognize that this is really about engaging, it's about learning, it's about a mutual exchange. It's not just about asking questions and then leaving. It's actually about sharing. So the visitors share as well as the people that are hosting us. And in that sense, I think we do create rewarding experiences, and we build very lasting relationships with people. We care very much about the hosts. We care very much about how do we leave something positive behind and indeed stay connected in a way that is useful to people. And the answers are varied. Sometimes it's because people really want to share their story. It's amazing how often it's important that they get the chance to share with their voice and to tell something in their own words to people who've traveled halfway across the globe in many cases to meet with them. Sometimes it's because people are really proud of what they have to share. They want an exchange. I also think that our central mission is something that resonates for people, and we found that wherever we go. That actually the idea that we need to engage, we need to meet, we need to exchange, that we're creating something that's a mutual learning experience. It's not just about one group of people coming and asking lots of questions and then leaving. It's much more about sharing wisdom, about sharing insight, about sharing experience. And we put a lot of work and effort into building lasting relationships and making sure that the kinds of people that we meet really benefit from that and in different ways feel connected and feel part of our global community going forward. I really started this work because I wanted to do something that was about recognizing that we're very much part of the same whole. And I think that when you push yourself to have experiences that really bring that to life with all the senses, the implications are very significant. They're inspiring, they're exciting, they're sometimes daunting, as you really recognize the ways in which we all interact. And I guess the implications, first and foremost, are very personal. It's about who am I in the world, who am I in my life, how do I choose to show up, how do I choose to contribute. So I think of this work as both being about the connections that exist between people, but also about the disconnects, about the gaps, about the differences that exist, for example, between business and civil society, between government and NGOs, between people within organizations, and indeed the gaps that exist within us as people. So I find myself thinking about how do I push beyond my own self-interest? How do I think about what is shared interest? How do I think about the common future that we need to shape and contribute to?